VCT EMEA is in absolute chaos. Let me explain. So for those of you who don't know, yesterday, April the 25th, we were meant to finish the EMEA group stage. However, as you can see, we did not finish the EMEA group stage because these two final games, Team Liquid versus KC and Fnatic Team Heretics, did not get played to completion at least. Team Liquid versus Comical, we got through a map, but the rest of it we didn't get to play, and that's bringing up all sorts of questions. Now, for those of you who don't know, what exactly was going on, well, this is from my stream yesterday. I actually think the EMEA VOD has been deleted, but this was my stream yesterday. We're watching the games. Basically, what kept happening was we get through a round like this, right? So here's the first pistol round of the first map between Liquid and KC. The round would end, and then we would get concerned looks from player faces, maybe a laugh about what's about to happen because they know what's about to happen, because of course we were going to get a tech pause, and you can see my face here less than approving. And this basically just kept on happening and happening. In fact, after the first 5 rounds in a row, we would play a round, tech pause for somewhere probably between 5 and 10 minutes, play another round, tech pause, and do that 5 times in a row. We then got a brief stint of actually playing Valorant, for about 12 rounds or so, where things seemed to be okay, but then we came towards the end of the game, and then again we got to basically this happening, where this is 12-6 now to Team Liquid, right? And what you need to watch out for here is just watch Kiko, right? Because you're going to see that the Raze player here, Kiko, who's about to run on your screen, just take a look at what he's doing, because he's going to end up running across here like a Yoru clone, as you can see. Turns out he actually disconnected there, right? So KC are on a little bit of a comeback here, trying to run this game back. They win this round. It goes to 12-7. They then roll that round back, right? So it goes back to 12-6. There's a long tech pause as they roll it back, and fix Kiko's PC and all of that. And then eventually we play out that round again, and this time Team Liquid win the round. Okay? So that's how it worked out, and we ended a 13-6 to Team Liquid. And that was the end of map 1. Then, though, another long delay. Okay, we're waiting to get into the next map. The next map never comes. Eventually, it's announced that the EMEA games are being postponed because of the major technical difficulties. But it goes even deeper than that, because the head of esports at EMEA, Riot Stupendous, tweeted this out before this day. Hi EMEA fans, ahead of today's show I wanted to jump on here and address the ongoing tech issues we've been facing during Stage 1. First and foremost, I want to apologize to our fan, players, talent, and partners. What you've experienced falls well below the standards you deserve when it comes to both player environment and the viewer experience. To provide some transparency, we've been experiencing recurring technical issues that affected gameplay stability when the matches are played offline at the Riot Games Arena in Berlin. Resolving this is a really complex challenge while we're in the middle of the regular season, because the studio is being used almost every day, giving us little time to take systems offline and investigate thoroughly. It also requires the attention of multiple teams, both on-site and around the world, right? This meant that in order to continue matches without extended delays, we've had to temporarily switch to online servers. This is the thing. They weren't even playing on LAN because we were having so many tech pauses before. So they were hoping by switching to online that would fix it. And then instead, we got mega delays during the KC Team Liquid game, so bad that they had to then postpone the games. This is how bad it has gotten. They thought that they were somewhat fixing the problem by switching to online, and instead it ended up being even worse, and so now we had complete delayed games that we still don't know exactly when they're going to complete. And that Team Liquid versus KC map on Split took 3 hours to complete a 13-6. Yeah, crazy. And what's perhaps even more crazy is that it might not even count. Because here's a tweet from Nats after the fact saying longest VCT EMA map might be for nothing, with a crying laughing emoji. Because that's the thing. It's possible that the people at EMEA decide that, that map was played under such different conditions than pretty much everything else that it's not really representative, because there was a tech pause between every round in the first 5 rounds, and there was mega tech pauses and round rollbacks as well, during the game. So obviously it's not really a normal map of Valorant, is it? And so they might completely undo that map, and it might have all been for nothing anyway. So obviously all of this sucks, completely sucks in every single way. But now let's talk about what's going to happen next, right? Because of course, at some point, they have to play these games. These games, are important games. Team Liquid are vying for the 1st seed. Comic Core are vying not to be the 4th seed. Fnatic and Team Heretics are both playing for the 1 seed in their group as well. So both these games really matter, but we don't exactly know when it's going to be played. Now, luckily for EMEA, unlike the other regions, they do have a bit more time, because their playoffs don't actually start till May 8th. So there is a bit of time here potentially for EMEA to, you know, fix some things, hopefully, and get these games played, right? But it is going to be interesting to see when they actually do this, right? Because are they going to do it sometime next week? Of course, they need to get the issues fixed first. But are they going to do it like just before the playoffs? Because apparently there's LEC things going on as well, you know, in the same arena. So it's going to be a bit of a scheduling headache of when exactly they're going to be able to fit this in. But at some point, these games need to get played. But right now, everything is an absolute mess. And the tech pauses are beyond really, I mean, certainly anything we've seen since the partnership system began. And yeah, everything in EMEA right now is kind of on fire.